It's hard to make decisions, but we do it every day. Decision making is part of our lives, and if you have your own business, you're already making 3 times the amount a normal person is making. But does that mean you're already great at it? Of course not. But we can change that. Let's improve your decision making skills in today's video. Hi, I'm John Bong, the owner of Local SEO Search. As a business owner, making decisions is part of the job. What is decision making? Decision making is a process. There are some things that you can decide on in a few seconds, and there are some that need days or even months before you can find the right answer. Especially as a business owner, you are in charge, and the future of the company relies on the decisions that you make. It's only fitting that you take the initiative and make your decision-making process thorough and more effective. How do you do that? By creating a plan. You have goals for your business, right? Some are short-term, while the others are long-term. You have to consider these things in decision making. We talked a lot about planning in our older videos, and that will always pop up because that's the first thing that you have to do when you have a business. You can't just jump into a project and hope for the best. When on the verge of making a huge decision, make sure you plan it out way before so that you can get a clear picture of how your decision will work. Can your employees handle it? Do you have enough time? Does it fit your vision of the company? You can't just accept any project that comes your way. Set deadlines. Making decisions can be hard, and a wrong decision can hurt your business. But you will never know if you don't decide, and you can't take too long on making one. Set a deadline on when you need to make a final decision to avoid making a bigger mistake. Has this ever happened to you? You're hungry and you want to order something online, but when you finally picked a place, you noticed that the delivery charge was too much. So you decide to go to the restaurant itself. But when you get there, they were already closed. You wasted your time and gas, and you're still hungry. This is an example of a bad decision making. Waiting around to make a decision can be out of fear. But sometimes you need to make a decision quickly. So make sure you give yourself time to weigh the pros and cons, but don't wait long enough that it ruins the plans. Ask for advice. If you're a doctor and you have to decide on what type of treatment you can give to a patient and you're not really sure about it, what do? Ask a more senior doctor? Of course. Someone that is already experienced and has been in the same situation as you before. Big decisions are hard to make, and it's best to look for ways to make the right ones, so don't be afraid to ask other people. You can even check out your competition. Were they in a similar situation? What did they do? If you are the owner of the business, ask a mentor, or if you're an employee, ask your boss, your manager, or your supervisor. Recall past experiences. I've had my fair share of experiences. I was working in sales before starting my own business as well, and it really helped me with decision making, especially when a similar situation arises. You will notice a lot of similarities after a while, and you should use that to your advantage. It does not matter if you've only been working for 2 to 3 years. Experience is what makes us better. There's bound to be something useful that you can rediscover. It's like what I've mentioned earlier. You can ask other people for advice. Maybe a mentor, but this time ask yourself how you handled things in the past and decide if it's still useful to you now, or if you would have changed something. Compare both sides. List the pros and cons. There's always 2 sides to everything. I find it easier to make decisions when I know the beginning and the end of whatever choices I make. Imagine being at a fork. of the road, and the choices that you can make are in front of you. What will happen if you change suppliers? What will happen if you stick to your original ones? Does it give you more profit? Imagine what will happen if you choose to change. I'm sure you'll be able to see some things that are good for your business and some things that are not. The only thing left to do is to pick the one that you get more out of. After making the decision, whether big or small, make sure to note down some observations that you think will benefit future decisions. The choices you make now not only are for today, but can help you for years to come. It will not end up the same, but taking note of it will lessen your mistakes and make decision making easier. What's the biggest decision that you've made for your business so far? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on our next video. Let's grow together.